because
Let's do it.
I like conversations like this because I don't know, it's a natural flow. Usually it's questions and then answers, but
Yeah.
you know, it's been a long time in the making, and finally I got my boy Ali on the show, which is absolutely amazing. I cannot thank you enough for coming on. I know this is a long time in the making, but
It
good
was a pleasure to
friend,
be had.
good friend, fellow artist, fellow person, uh, fellow writer. Oh my God, like so much, man. We go way back. That's the crazy thing.
So
We
I was doing the math the other day. I think I
yeah.
met you when I was 23,
Damn.
24, like just out of drama school. So that would have been, what should I say? How long that was? It's probably been about 15 years. It's been 15 years. Do you know what's really weird about this Zoom blurring background stuff? Because I'm
Yeah.
I'm really grateful that it works. Because I don't want you to see my mess because there is a mess. But randomly, it just picks up
I know.
this like what? And this is a gift that my oh okay wait maybe I just should do that. It's my niece got me this for my birthday, and I don't know why every meeting I have where I blur my background, just randomly
So
that
have you
bag
opened
just
it? Have you opened it yet?
I've used it. I've
All right.
used it.
Okay.
Don't try and do that to me. Don't try and put me in. I don't know what the rules are. I don't know if I'm allowed to swear, but don't put me in
You
that
can. You
in
can.
any
This is
poop.
a
Don't put me
very
in the
free
shit,
open.
man. Don't put me in the shit. My niece will have me.
Oh, bless you. Bless you.
Yeah.
No, it's all good. The blurry thing, same here as well. Like now, where it was an art studio when I was single, not single, but just us. Now there's more of us. Uh, it's turned into a
Yeah.
bedroom and slowly getting taken over. So I'm gonna have to pop my stuff somewhere else. Uh,
Listen, it's great to see how much you guys have grown.
no,
That's,
thank you,
it's
bro.
really, really inspiring. And also, I'm not surprised. Like your passion, your drive is really amazing. I'm
Oh,
glad that
bro, thank you,
I'm
thank you.
glad that, waves are parting for you.
You know what, bro? Like the more I speak about this, it's sometimes a bit of a pinch me moment still because it's like there was a point where I didn't know where I was going. Like, there was no
Oh, that'll
direction.
happen again, I'm sure. Like
Yeah,
I've been at that place probably like 5 or 6 times in the past sort of 15 years. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I think
it's
that's really
crazy.
important. I think it's
Yeah,
really important for artists to be at that point of like, where am I? Just in terms of the context of myself as an individual, but also in terms of what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. And that's what I really like about like with the writing stuff and
mm.
with like the films, certainly like the films that you've been part of, which one of the best. I still feel guilty about your car, by the way. We'll talk about that in a bit, I'm sure. You
Bro,
it looked like high glazed look like you it looks like you've forgotten, and I should probably shouldn't have brought that up, to be honest. Should have
that's
just
all right,
kept
bro. You don't have to really
kept it.
bring up those things. Those are like
No, but
processes and things
that
that
was a really
happen.
great moment. But but you invest so much of yourself in an endeavor. I don't want to say project, but I guess project. But whatever. It can be anything. And this is why I think artists we work in cycles. We work in
Mm,
waves. We don't. The idea of like constantly turning up to the page is really important, but
mhm.
certainly from a writing perspective, but 90% of what I write is unusable until you find that thing. Anyway, so you pour yourself into something, you decide on a direction, you decide on a goal, you give everything to it initially, or you work up to it, then it's done and it's out there in whatever form. And then you're just left kind of going like this weird sort of bereftness of just like, I've just poured my work, my soul into this thing, and now it's gone. I'm waiting either for feedback or, whatever. Who am I? Who am I? What do I want to do? And actually, success and failure are both become the same thing because whether you succeed or not is irrelevant to the fact that you've made something. And
Mhm.
that something defines you for who you were then. But then when it's gone, i.e., it served its purpose or you've served its purpose for however long, you're just left going, you're just left feeling certainly like empty, a specific sort of emptiness. I don't know if you felt this. Um,
Always, bro. Every
yeah,
every time you do something, doesn't matter uh as an artist, what you create and how you put it out there.
yeah.
After it's out there and it's done, there is a sense of emptiness that comes with it.
You
And
don't own it
then
anymore, do you? Because it's
no,
everybody's now. It's everybody's.
yeah,
You know, you're
it's
just
that
that's not right.
loneliness. And
Yeah,
I feel like jumping into the world of social media has done that for me. So it's always about what am I going to do next? What am I going to do next? You keep grabbing for more. Uh,
mm,
I've recently taken a step back to slow down a little bit where I feel like last year, not yesterday, last year I ran myself to the ground
not like
where it was
yesterday.
like, and it was like, I need to take a step back and kind of focus my work back into what it was supposed to be, which is the
Yeah,
artwork. And I
yeah.
want to do more artwork.
Mm.
But because I've got consumed with what we do now with the podcast and the family life, I was like, I need to structure, I need to work smarter, not harder. I seem to always work hard. I work so hard, bro. I work so hard. Like, like there's some days I feel like Jack Bauer and I'm like, what is going on here? Like, why am I always running? Like, I'm always running. If it's not for a train, it's a bus. It's before to pick up the kids before the school buzzer goes. And, I'm
Where are you
always running.
running from?
No, no, meaning like running to different locations, pick
Well,
up
I
the
mean,
girls, drop them
sometimes
off.
it's
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of the time when we run, we rush through the motions. It's oftentimes it's distraction, right? Deflection.
Mm,
It's numbing out. It's self-medication. Even for me, the
yeah.
circuit of like the mental circuit of worrying is a deflection from the here and now. And like, so you said something really interesting. It's like, I'm always thinking about what's coming next.
Yeah.
And I think there is a gap, and it's understandable because we live in a capitalist society that runs on contribution. And actually, the
Hmm.
biggest learning I've had recently is in order to be successful, you need to contribute to a system. You need
Hmm.
to contribute, right? So you can't escape it, but also it's not that deep. Again, as my niece would say, it's not that deep. Um,
That's good.
it's like like so it's so what I started doing, and I don't
Yeah.
mean to tell you what to do. I don't.
No, no,
I'm
of
not
course not.
qualified to. Um, it's it's that thing of like, what am I doing next? But before that, there's a step that I think a lot of us bypass because we're afraid of that emptiness.
Yeah.
We're afraid of confronting ourselves or the lack of ourselves or everything. And it's actually, who am I?
Mm.
Who am I, firstly? Who am I in context? And then what am I going to do next?
Mm.
That's really
Okay.
scary. It's a really scary question to ask
Yeah.
because it's existential. So it's so much of what we're afraid of losing, this identity that we've worked so hard to either create, or this identity that we've worked so hard to block everything out and that whatever's left is sort of what we now cling to as this identity. But actually, it goes back to what you and I have talked about in the past, which is that we're infinite beings, and actually that emptiness, perhaps that's just the crest of a wave of consciousness, and that's
Mm.
just the invitation into being. Yeah, into being. How often do we just let ourselves be? And when I let myself,
Yeah.
yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
that
No, go
wasn't
for
that wasn't a rhetorical question. I should have waited for an answer. I was
it.
like fully like waxing lyrical for a moment, but like
No,
that
no,
was
no, no.
not.
Listen.
No, thank you for answering. That was not a rhetorical question.
No, no, no. Exactly. I think bro, I agree with you. I agree with you. And I think, excuse me, uh, a couple of years back, I had a kind of a mental breakdown where it was
Yeah.
like, I feel like, I go back and I was like, that persona
Which one?
is way back, man. I'm going way back. I'm going actually
What,
only
Joker? You're talking
three,
about like? Oh, okay.
3 years ago. The
Oh, I
kids that you would
see.
see 3 years ago
Mm,
was not me.
good.
Yeah, was not me.
Good.
And to come to that
That'd be worrying if it
realization,
was.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So you kind of see the fakeness, you see the hunger for that fakeness as well,
Yeah,
and then the realization of when you see the next couple of posts after, it's like, oh shit,
something's changed.
it's me. And I know now I'm I'm actually proud that I came out of that phase because my brother had like he knew I put a lot of pressure on myself to keep this persona up,
Yeah.
and he was like, "You're gonna end up. I mean, you're three different people now. Yeah, you're three different people now. Like I don't even know who I'm t talking to right now." And I think that helped. Yeah,
I just
bro,
took a Tropic
we were in
Thunder. I just took a
Singapore as
Tropic
well,
Thunder.
and I
You
was
know who I am? I'm the
like,
guy pretending to
I'm
be a
the
guy
guy.
playing another guy.
Give me a second, bro. We'll be right back. I think.
Yeah, take your time. Take your time.
Baby. It's okay. It's okay. Go on. Joe, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? It's okay. So this is the one good thing that I like about the podcast is that, oh my baby, what are you crying for? Okay, come put your head down. We don't show your face. Oh, there we go. Why did you show your face? Say hello, uncle.
Hi,
Right, come.
Baba.
Right, come.
Assalamualaikum. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
uh,
She could.
I think you're right. Yeah, yeah. She just woke up from her midday nap. Uh, but yeah, like as you were saying, like when that moment happened, everything else changed for me as well. But I still
Mm.
worked really hard, and I think that's just gonna be me. Like, I
What's
don't
wrong
think
with that?
there's a smarter way, and I couldn't accept that. It's like, why can't I be smart about this? Why have I always continued to put this extra pressure on top of me?
Mm.
Uh, but it's not actually pressure because I enjoy it so much, and I think I made it into a pressure because of that persona, and then it was trying to actually get myself out there more. I think last year was a very tough year in general. Uh,
Mm.
and it did kind of break me a little bit because it was like, I love this stuff, but it's starting to come to a point now where I was like, oh my God, this is actually hurting me now because if it's not
Tell me
separation
more
from my
about that.
family, if it's not
Yeah.
separation from my family, separation from my friends as well,
Mm.
uh, I focused on it so much
Yeah.
that I was losing things in the process.
Yeah.
Time, it's time. That's the main thing.
Well,
Time.
especially
As
with a
much
young
as
family, you're very aware of time then, aren't you?
no, exactly. And with these lot right now, it's like how
Yeah.
much I won't have I won't have these moments again. I won't have this moment. I will look back at this video and it looks like my daughter hasn't got a head, but she has a head. Uh, uh, and I'll be like, okay, look at you. You were on Daddy's podcast, like when they're in their 20s, I'll be in my 60s. Can you believe that? uh, but we'll always come back to that. But anyway,
Mm.
listen. First thing, anyway,
Do you
we
think that's
went
why? Sorry, I have a
on.
question. Like, do you think that's why our parents' generation, because as hard as we work, right, as hard as you work, like they're of a different breed. Like, because
Yeah, yeah. Oh, bro.
yes, okay, we're fighting for survival, but they were fighting for survival at a time where, there was so much against them.
Exactly,
Do you think
exactly,
that's
exactly.
why, knowing, they must understand why it's so big time that they've missed with us? Do you think that's why they spend so much time and love on our kids?
Oh yeah, 100%, bro.
Yeah, I would see my
100%.
mum with my niece and nephew, and I could sense that it was almost like she was making up for lost time. You
Yeah,
know?
man. I mean, I mean, our parents both were working, maybe two jobs they were working,
Yeah, yeah,
and never really said much. It's like only now my parents open up more about it, and they've seen me the way I am, and my brother is with, our kids at the moment, and they were like, you're working night shifts. How you doing? How you finding it? And I'm like, yeah, it's fine. It's all right. I'm getting used to it. And then she was like, what's it like during the day with the kids? I was like, they drive me nuts, but I love them to bits. I won't get that time back. Where I
mm,
was working in a corporate job and it'd be like uh mentally draining, not just
yeah,
physically, but
yeah,
time. I wouldn't get that time. If I'm traveling around, there's 2, 3 days I'm missing out with the kids. Then I was doing the podcast stuff. I
mhm,
was seeing my kids probably twice in a week, and I live here. That's
yeah.
crazy in itself. So,
That's really
uh,
sad. Yeah,
but
I'm glad that's
changes, you make
changed.
those changes. Yeah, you make those
Yeah,
changes, and I get these cuddles, which is all I want now. I just want these
yeah,
cuddles.
man.
Because
Ugh.
before she becomes 2, 3, even though she's so naughty, this one's got fire in her, man. I love that. This one's got fire. I feel like this one's gonna be a fighter.
Mm,
My eldest is gonna be into something creative, definitely. But this one's going to be a fighter. Definitely. This one's going to fight. And it,
Yeah.
Daddy. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. So, okay. Uh,
Well, she's got an uncle who can teach her, right?
yeah, definitely. Uh, but
That
before
guy
that, I was going
trains
to
all
say,
the time. Like
yeah,
I
he
watch
doesn't
his
stop.
stories. I'm so inspired. I'm so inspired by his training. And also during Ramadan as well. Like,
He
that's
doesn't. He doesn't give up.
that's
He
great.
doesn't.
That's amazing.
He's,
I'm very inspired by Gilman. I'm very inspired
that
by him.
is, oh, Baba. You'll see Uncle in a bit. Go on, just chill, relax. Hold up, let me do this. But you know what? I was gonna say, Ali, bro, you look absolutely awesome, bro.
Oh,
You
thanks.
look absolutely awesome. MashaAllah, man. I gotta say, man,
Oh,
you look great.
oh, thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's
Thank
good.
you.
The
Yeah, I
training and
made a
everything's.
decision. Yeah, so I'm training. I made a decision uh to really invest.
Okay. It's all right, bro. There we go. I know you want this. This is what you want. Go for it. There you go. Come. There you go. Come. Sit down with Daddy. Ah, Babu. Babu. What happened? Oh, I love these interruptions. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all
Cuddles.
part of
Cuddles.
it.
But yeah, I was going to say, so how's that going at the moment?
Um, yes, get that Madeline in her.
Yeah, she loves
Yes.
this.
Yeah.
Okay, Cha Cha, I'm gonna have to block this out. But say hello. Can say hello, Cha Cha.
Hi, bit mwah.
Why are you
Oh
crying for, Dad?
my gosh.
Don't cry.
But she looks so much like you.
No, bro, she's my
I
mini
remember
me.
that photo of you when you were like maybe 5 or 6. She looks just like you. Is your eldest taken after your wife?
Yeah.
Bobby. Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
that's great. You got one
Mm.
each. That's great. One of my best friends, his two
Yeah.
kids, they literally the boy is exactly like him, and the
Yeah.
girl is exactly like her. They look like clones of each other. It's crazy. It's amazing. I love genetics. I love the way that works.
I know it's crazy, like how it all works out. Uh,
Yeah, you got people like me. I look like neither of my parents. I look like a mix of both my granddads,
okay.
which is very strange. So if you do that, I look like my maternal granddad. If you do that, I look like my paternal grandfather, which sort of is irrelevant because the eyes don't really, the eyes are what really define you, I think. Like the mouth doesn't really, like I mean, you're just a braided brown man. Like nobody cares, but like that, so yeah,
Interesting, because
it's
that's
really
what I was
interesting.
saying. Kind of like Idris. Idris like reminds me of my granddad, my dad's dad.
Hold on,
I don't know.
Idris
He's got
is Ash's son?
Ash's son. Yeah.
Oh, okay. How old
Yeah.
is he
So I was
now?
like 7, bro.
Wow. How's Ash?
He's good, bro. He's good. He's doing good. He's
Wow.
doing good. I think he
Good.
works in your neck of the woods now.
Was?
Yeah, no, he
Really?
still is, I think.
What does he do?
He's a manager at driving in the
Oh, he was doing a
he was a
driving
dr-
instructor, right?
so he was an instructor, then he became an
Yeah.
examiner. He was working in like the Wood Green one. And now he's taken on a role. I think it's in Harrow, bro. Sorry, yeah, it's in Harrow.
That's not far, yeah.
The driving center there that he's looking after now. So he's become a manager there now. So yeah, he's doing really good, bro. Same thing. He had his daughter a couple of years ago as well.
Uh,
Yeah, they're just growing up quick, bro. Like
yeah.
time
He
has
was
flown
such a
by
good
so quick.
sport about the film. So for the viewers who
Yeah.
don't know, I did a short film. It was my first ever short film, and
Oh yes, this
Kibla
is what we were going to talk about as well.
kindly,
So there you go, nicely segued in.
yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah. Kibla kindly stepped up as a production manager after having no experience, but also just wanting to. Well, no, but the fact that, most people would have been like, oh, I don't know what to do. You were like, yeah, okay. I don't know what I'm doing. And I was like, cool, me neither. Great. And then Ash kindly did a little cameo for us with Kibla.
Yes,
I was thinking about this the other day. I got that's such an odd film. I love that film so much.
me
Bubble.
too, bro.
Yeah, man. And if we could have just made some money off that, I would have made that into a series.
Yeah,
Because that to me is as somebody who makes their own stuff, like it's hard, man. It's hard. Unless you come from money, unless you already have money, it's very difficult to self-generate. So that's why the beauty of YouTube is you get to almost be rewarded for your efforts, at least
Mm.
in your efforts in marketing, which, I could have done better at. But yeah, yeah. And then
So what happens if
think
you
about
pitch something
you.
like that again?
To who?
You could pitch that, bro. We could do a little
To
comedy
who?
series on that.
No, I think we could definitely do a comedy series, but it would be self-generated. No, but I don't know very many people who, or very many like bodies who would want to invest in that with it being sort of untested. Yeah, okay, we were nominated for lots of awards. We got into like lots of film festivals. But listen, dude, we made that film for 500 quid. Sorry,
I
made
know,
that
I
film for
know.
500 quid. We got into a rain dance. Like
I know, I
that's
know, I know.
phenomenal. Like that, I'm very proud of that. Um, so I guess that's something we could take to people, but I think they would need like,
I
oh, I need views. They need you, and I would see it sort of like YouTube as this, as probably the natural home for it, to be honest.
yeah, I mean, kind of organic, but it's like, I think we can pitch this to studios, bro.
I mean, okay, all right, go for it.
I don't think there's no harm in that.
I mean, I
It's not
suppose I
about
don't
view.
really
I
have the
don't think it's,
connection to studios.
I would honestly say, I don't think it's about, views and the rest of it, because I don't
Mm,
have no views, bro. I don't, but pitching ideas is what I do.
mm,
Uh,
mm,
and I've been doing that for ages. All I do is pitch stuff,
yeah,
which is crazy. I feel like, yeah, it's become a new part of my superpowers of trying to get stuff done. Is that learning how to get an idea, kind of pitch it, and kind of go from there and see what happens. But I would love to see that as a little series. Uh,
yeah.
like I could see
Bubble
that just
looks for a
continue going.
girlfriend, which is the first one. He finds meets the parents. I'd already had an idea about that. He goes on a holiday. He gets a job, and he's sort of like Mr. Bean
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what
now.
I was gonna.
Yeah.
All
One
right,
thing I
bro.
surprised myself with
Yeah,
was the amount of like physical comedy I was able to access, not having done any clowning or much clowning in the past, and that and I think there's a beauty in like having a character that's so very specific that
yeah, yeah,
you can just sort of relax into the structure of that character and go, oh, okay. And also, you listen. Our film was 13, no, like 10 minutes long, maybe just a bit more. Um, we had we shot it for 500 quid. We had something like 30 locations. We had 40 cast members.
yeah.
Like that's insane.
I know, I
Um,
know.
or something, I think it was 40. I can't remember, but it was a lot. Um, and we shot it over 5 days.
It's
That's
crazy.
insane. And one of the best 5 days of my life, actually, to be honest. Like I didn't feel I just felt so alive. You were
Mm,
just because I was engaged in every way. And that's the beauty of like writing, directing. I mean, and producing, I suppose, obviously, like I realized then as well. And I learned about it on the web series I did. Um, is how much I really enjoy producing. But I think what I've realized now is that I just can't do it all on my own because
mm,
something suffers. And the part of it that can't, like, none can really suffer. But the only part that can suffer is the producing. So I would really like, ideally, I'd want somebody to come in who has my back with the producing and be
mm,
present so that I can direct, write. Well, I mean, the writing is sort of done by that point, but like, it won't really affect the quality of the performance. Because there were points certainly in the web series where I felt like I was, and it may not be visible, but I could feel it, where I felt like I was sort of not present, or I was like going, okay, I need to be here so that I can angle myself to the camera because that's going to cover my next shot. Then I can do this and do that,
yeah, yeah,
which is
yeah, yeah.
amazing as well. But also like, oh, I just want to be with these actors, these really brilliant actors who are giving so much of their time to us for free and doing such a great job. I want to be able to do that and like pay service to them and also the moment and also the story. So that's that's something moving forward. That's something I've learned. I can't do it on my own. I
Mm.
need I need people. I need people. Yeah.
That's you, man. I think it's something that it can be pitched, bro. I know it's like 14, 15 years later, but why not? I still think it's such a good, like every time I watch it now, and it's like it's one of my favorite like links to go to in my notes. Just a little
Oh, really?
reminder. Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
like let me watch this and see how this is. And it's like,
we did that. That's what's the great thing as well. Just go like, we did that. That is
yeah,
amazing. We did that. We said we were going to do it, and we did it.
yeah. No, it's so good, so punchy.
That's
Guys,
amazing.
if you guys do want to watch it, and if you guys are listening to it on Spotify or Amazon Music or Apple Podcast, then click on the link below. You guys can go watch Bubble. It's on there. It's free. You guys can go enjoy and check it out. But honestly, it's really good. What's up, Bubble? And I call her Bubble now. Can you
Good.
imagine it? Isn't it? Mwah. Uh, but yeah, going into that. So over the past few years, you've done quite a lot, bro. And it's like, how's the
Doesn't
writing
feel
been?
like it, to be honest.
I feel like it has been.
So I think because I mean, you mentioned this earlier on, right? You talk about it like you're very good at pitching, which is amazing. But recognize it's taken me a long time to recognize that pitching is in itself a separate part of the job.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, so I've yeah, so for me, I've always had the idea of like, okay, it's a failure unless it gets made, which is really silly, obviously, because by that point, I've been a failure most of my career. But then when I think about it, like I've had since Bobble, so before Bobble, I got into the Channel 4 screenwriting program run by the fantastic Philip Shelley, who is just the most incredible human being. He still champions my work.
Mm.
Like this is just amazing. Like, 10 years later, he still talks about my work, which, yeah, and he's such an incredible person. Um, Obviously Bobble. I got commissioned to write, I got down to the final five for the BBC iPlayer shorts. Um, and yeah, I got into the final five. They made three. Um, and then after that, got commissioned to write a treatment, which is again a pitch for BBC Drama North, which then sort of disbanded. Um, and that's been a really interesting thing of like my journey of like every
Yeah.
time I've gotten somewhere, something has happened. So,
Oh no.
like, so uh, well, so yeah, so I did that, and then I think I got three other projects that were sort of in development over the course of the next sort of 5 years. Three or
Okay.
four projects with production companies. So that was nice. They got optioned, which is great. Um, they sort of went close to like they got to commissioners. Commissioners said no for a variety of reasons, as is their absolute right. Um, but got some really great feedback from some of the BBC, one of the BBC commissioners, whose output I really respect anyway. Her name is Gaynor. I think she's got really good instincts.
Hmm.
Anyway, that was really cool. And then obviously COVID happened. Um, and during COVID, I I did a shadow scheme for Ackley Bridge on Channel 4, where
Okay.
they commissioned us to write an episode, a standalone episode. And we got to see, like, we got to be part of, we got to have our own sort of mini writers' room run by this phenomenal script editor called Carmen Huang. She was brilliant and just a really great person. Somebody with also really great instincts. And yeah, so there were, I think, four of us, and I got picked to then be in the next season, the writing writers' room and write for the next season of Ackley Bridge, which was season five, which unfortunately got cancelled. So we were. The thing is, we got to be in a room for 2 weeks with some other writers, which was
Yeah.
amazing. Really great writers. There's a guy called Alex Stewart who's really great. Really like him. And the producer Jade. And yeah, I got to learn how, from the ground up, how they make TV shows.
Yeah.
It's just a shame that they ended up canceling it. I mean, lots of things happened with Ackley Bridge, which, from a programming point of view, I kind of understand. Obviously, it went from being a post-watershed show that was an hour long to being sort of like I think it was at 6:30
Okay.
show, and it was half an hour long. And COVID really affected it as well. Um,
That must have been hard. That must have been hard.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was what it was, and also, stories should end. And maybe
That's
this is
true. That's true.
counterintuitive to a lot of what British television is aspiring to be, which is this continuing drama, which, we are in an attention economy. We are, the length of the continuous running of a show sort of determines a set amount of like continuous
Yeah.
viewership. I get that, but I do think stories should end, and they should end because you decide to end them, not as a reaction. And so much of
Yeah.
British
Yeah. Yeah.
television is reactionary, which I get as well. But yeah, anyway, so that was cancelled. Wonderful experience. They're really great people. And then since then, I was on Holly. I was writing on Hollyoaks for about just over a year.
Yep.
Um, I wrote 4 episodes in a year, which is great because I think most new writers get two, um, maybe three. So I got four, which was phenomenal. And I was really grateful for it.
That's amazing.
And
I love that.
yeah, it was really great. And also just to like see your stuff get made, that like wow, and be seen by hundreds of thousands of
That's what I'm
people.
saying, bro. Millions, bro. Millions.
Millions, yeah, millions,
Millions.
exactly. And also a
Millions.
show
That's
like Hollyoaks that's sort of quite beloved by people. That was pretty
that is
amazing.
a legacy,
Um,
bro. Legacy.
yeah, it's nice to contribute to that. It's nice to contribute to a show like that. And also the writers at Hollyoaks are just some of the best people. Like, yeah,
Oh,
I'm
that's
in touch
amazing.
with a lot of them. And
That's great.
yeah, and that show went through changes again while I was there. It's so interesting. I feel like the angel of death. I was telling my literary agent, I feel like the angel of death because every time I go on a show, some massive changes happen.
Oh
Um,
no.
yeah, so I got cut.
Ali guy, man. What happened?
Yeah,
You got
yeah. I know. Well, I got cut because they had a writing team of 45 because they were
okay.
doing 5 episodes a week,
Okay.
23 minutes. They were then cut to 3 episodes a week, 20 minutes each.
Oh my God.
And they moved from Channel 4 to 4X, what's it called?
Yeah, yeah,
4OD?
yeah. Something like that. Yeah, I can't keep up no
Um,
more, bro.
okay, and then it's also on YouTube. Check it out. It's going really well at the moment, and they they've really pulled out the stops. Um,
That's good. That's good to hear
yeah,
because it was a show I did used to watch, but it's
yeah,
timing
yeah.
now, isn't it? Like that time, come back, kids, food. By then I've missed all the TV, good TV that they have. I was a big fan of like Neighbors and Home and Away. Like,
Dude,
gone.
Neighbors.
Yeah.
Oh my God, can you imagine it? Like, I think what they've done really well is they created a demand, right? So they
Yeah, yeah, of
left,
course.
they ended it, and they were like, and everyone was like, oh my God, Neighbors, what? And I can imagine like the exec going, where were you 5 years ago? Well, we had
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and then they came back and beloved,
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
and now they've finished.
Again.
Yeah, they stopped and they're like, yeah, Neighbors is resting at the moment. And I love that. So that's something that they can come back to every sort of few years, run like
Yeah,
a
I think that
limited
works.
series.
Yeah,
Like,
that's right. Yeah,
I
that's
think
right.
that's
Yeah.
amazing. And also, like,
That's
you
actually
can
good.
see like the Ramsey Street precinct. You can see the Ramsey Street change each time. That's pretty
Okay.
incredible.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
That's
pretty
actually quite good.
incredible.
Wow, I didn't know that. Wow, they went in.
Yeah,
They went in. They
yeah.
went in. Yeah, that
That's.
was
I think that's really smart. Really, really smart. And also the viewership. Like, oh my God, like the numbers that show pulls in is
yeah.
phenomenal. Anyway, so yeah, so I did that for a year. Um, I didn't make the cut for many reasons, I'm sure. But very grateful for the time that I had.
Yeah.
Really, really grateful. As I said, I've made some really great friends. And also I've got 2 hours of telly under my belt, which is amazing.
That's amazing.
Um,
Yeah. I love that.
yeah, and I've just
I
been
love that.
focusing on, well, actually, like similar to what we talked about at the top of this, which is who am I? Who am I? Also, life has been lifing.
Yeah.
Who am I? What kind of stories do I want to tell? Why do I want to tell them? And yeah, and as a result, I've I'm writing a feature with a friend,
Okay.
which I'm very excited by. We're both quite excited by it.
Good.
Can't really talk about it right now, just so you know.
Sneak
And
peeks.
I wish, man, I
No,
wish.
no,
But
yeah, no,
we're
I
actually
understand
actively
the
writing at
paperwork.
the moment. Yeah,
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 I
we're actively
understand.
writing at the moment, and it's yeah.
That's good.
Every time we write, we get so excited, which is, I think, at the very least, like that makes the effort worthwhile. To be working with, again, like I mentioned earlier, which is like so not used to being. so used to sort of doing it on my own and recognizing that's not enough to actually have somebody else
Yeah.
is such a dream. Anyway, so that there's that. I've also written a new spec script that hopefully is doing the rounds in the next month. And then I've also written two treatments, which I'm quite excited about. Yeah,
How's
yeah.
that been?
So if you'd have asked me what I think about treatments a year ago, I'd have I'd have made a face like this, like, oh, like I'd have I'd have um I'd have gone, oh, I hate treatments. I hate them. Because you
Yeah,
know what? It's not writing. Like, I'm sorry, it's not writing. Obviously, it's the act of writing. It involves the act of
that's
writing,
right. Yeah,
obviously, but it is obviously, but it is the
in the
it's
nicest way possible.
marketing. It's
Yes,
marketing your story. It's actually writing about writing, which, if I wanted to do that, I'd go into, you know, the academic world. I don't want to do that. I want to create stuff.
that's right.
And
Yeah,
so
that's
it
right.
feels like I want to get to a point where I can just sort of have a conversation with somebody and say, hey, this is what I'm thinking of. And they go, great, write a script. Because I would much rather write a 60-page script. Well, I mean, if it's telly, it'd be like 53 pages, but yeah, or whatever, than write
Hmm.
a 4-page, 5-page treatment or a 3-page, whatever, right? I'd rather do that because it's about it's about explaining your idea, your story, which yeah, I'd rather just tell the story, to be
Yeah.
honest. Um,
Oh, I know what you mean, bro.
yeah, but now I've sort of embraced that. I've recognized that it's part of my job. I have to just write treatment, so that's what I'm doing. And actually, I think I've gone through enough to be really, aware that memento mori.
Yeah.
You're gonna die one day. Death is coming. Remember you will die
Ooh,
one day. Tempest
yes,
forget.
yes,
Time runs. Time
yes,
runs.
yes. Time
Um,
goes. It's
yeah, yeah. And so I have to
good
embrace
on
it.
you,
And the
man.
more
Good
I
on.
embrace it,
It
the
is all
better it
about
gets.
embracing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. The
exactly.
more I
I
embrace it,
think.
the better it gets. So
Yeah.
in the past 2 months, I've written two treatments, which is truthfully, I'd probably write that in about a year. Yeah, because I'd be like, oh, why am I doing this? This is so annoying. Oh,
Yeah.
and I would sort of ruminate and yeah, and so what we talked about pre-podcast recording
Yeah.
was that it's I think the difference between somebody who's successful and somebody who's not primarily is how quickly they can go from conception to
Yeah.
action.
Yeah.
And those with a shorter gap tend to, I think, do well. I mean, they just do well because you to act without the fear of failure, without ever worrying about you're going to fail or not, just like create for the sake of creating
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
is, I think, really important. I can't help but sometimes maybe it's my ADHD and my autism, right? So that's something also I'm sort of navigating at the moment. It's this diagnosis of like,
Yeah.
oh, you've got both ADHD and autism. And you're like, oh, okay, interesting. How does that help? How does that not? How is that a superpower? How is that a hindrance? How can I mitigate that?
100%. Yeah.
Um, but actually just kind of creating without the sake of like worrying, without, for this creating for the sake of creating, without worrying what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because I'd often be maybe 12 steps ahead when I'd start writing and be like, oh God, they're going to think of this, they're going to think this. But actually, to enjoy and connect with the act of creating is, I think, so important. And as a result, I think I've written two fairly decent treatments. And, time will tell, the market will tell, we'll see what happens with them.
Yeah.
At the very least, I know I'll have some good meetings, which I think is also a very important part of this work. It's about the people that you get to meet and the connections that you make.
It's all about
Um,
being in the right place, right? Well, right time, wrong. You know what? It's just being in that room.
yeah, I think so. I think so. I think it's yeah, yeah, and
Sometimes it's
actually
just about being in that room.
being
Yeah.
fully expressed. And that's why I'm
Yeah.
really grateful that I'm an actor as well,
Yeah.
because yeah, I don't get nervous anymore.
That's
Um,
good. That's good.
yeah, I think that's the thing about, like I've been rejected enough times and to not be nervous and I can just show up as fully expressed as I can be. And I think that's it.
That's
Like
good.
even in my
That's really
acting work,
good.
it's just getting to a place of like actually just being like my job is to be as fully expressed as I can be within the structure of this character and within the structure of the story.
Mm,
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
That's good because you got that disconnect. I still get nervous, bro. I still get really nervous because I love this so much. It's like I don't want to lose this, and I still
Okay.
get nervous. So couple hundred push-ups and jumping jacks kind of shake me into place. I'll probably be sweaty before an interview, but it's like it's the only thing that kind of gets me in the zone. But I still get really
So
nervous, bro.
so what I'm hearing you say is a lot of it is like
It's okay,
you get
brother.
nervous because you're worried about it not going well.
Uh,
Is that right?
no, not
Or
well. I think I'm re more than confident that I know I'm asking the right questions and I know
Mhm.
what it is. I think sometimes I get overwhelmed with like I just get overwhelmed with anxiety suddenly. It would just hit
Sure.
me
What are the
two
thoughts?
minutes before anything, and it'd be like, where the hell did this come from? Like,
Yeah.
I'm prepped, I'm researched, I know I'm not gonna ask any questions that's gonna sway them off. I don't want to be rude. I don't want to come, in a different way. I want to talk about the film. I come here to talk about the film. I don't want to
Yeah.
talk about rumors or anything else. I'm not that guy. I'm really enjoying the art form, so I want to know, like, why you produced this film and why did you take this direction and
Yeah.
how did you pick that animation style and stuff like I want to know as a creative as well. So
Yeah.
it's not
Beautiful.
just because of oh my God, I'm sitting in the same room as this person. It's
Mm.
literally, man, I'm gonna speak to somebody who's contributed to cinema for the past 40 years. What more can I ask him that he hasn't done? Like
Mm.
Max Arthur,
Wow.
who's like a production set designer. He's been in the game with Ridley Scott for like 30 years, bro. And I couldn't stop to geek out and say, you know what? Can I just thank you for the amazing set pieces you've made on some of these amazing movies? And he was like, you don't need to thank me. It's my job. And I was like I said to him, it's a geek out moment for me because I'm like, there's like like Gladiator. There are moments in
I
there
know.
where you're
I'm
like,
just thinking. I'm just going through like all of the Ridley Scott films, and he's worked with him for what, 30 years? You said.
yes, bro,
Like, how incredibly talented must that person be
bro,
to
insane,
like? I'm just looking back through like Ridley Scott's work and going, wow, like those some phenomenal set pieces,
bro,
phenomenal
insane.
sets, beautiful production design.
Kingdom of Heaven. Uh,
Oh,
oh my God,
phenomenal.
so
That is a
many,
film
bro.
that I slept on, I think. I think that's a
Oh,
film that's
proper
so
slept on.
slept on. And
Bro,
I
I was
don't
geeking out
understand
with him
why.
about that movie. I was like, oof, this is a good film.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they use same set pieces of where it was shot. I can't remember where it was shot, but they still got the set pieces from Kingdom of Heaven there, which they used in Gladiator 2.
Oh, wow. That's smart. That's really resourceful.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he was like,
That's
as much
really
as
resourceful.
digital has taken over,
Mm.
uh, digital has taken over, uh, we still have like these sets that are kind of
That's why I
we could
love
go
Dune,
use.
man. This is why I
Oof.
love Dune so much. Like the amount of like actual physical effects that they use for,
Yeah.
the old school filmmaking, which is
Yeah.
really weird to think about. But uh, it really shows. It really
No,
shows.
definitely, bro. So
And
I still get nervous. That's what happens. So like,
okay, yeah,
he's not even the guy that's on the main screen. He's in the credits like 100
yeah,
lines down. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But
yeah,
the contribution that he has played to like cinema, I'm working with Ridley as well. How can I not ask him what the work relationship is like with Ridley?
yeah.
Ridley's like the type of person who just wants to get stuff done. Like, I just want it done. Like, do it. Just do it. You know? Uh,
That's a lot
it's
of
like,
trust as well. Like I have to
no,
say, that's a lot
100%.
of
And I think
trust
that's
with
why they've worked
pretty amazing.
together so
Yeah,
long. But I was still nervous before that interview. And it was like, this is a guy who's played an intricate part of cinema,
Mhm.
some of my favorite films, and, how do I not be too geeky because I've loved what he's done, but to keep it towards the movie as well. But, just having
Yeah,
to say, listen, dude, thank you for the work because that's
yeah.
these are imageries that I will never forget. They'll be stuck in my head. you know. And
Absolutely,
but
absolutely.
I still get nervous with every interview too. I've got one on Sunday, which I've already prepped, but like, I mean, I don't know if you've seen any of the interviews I've done recently. I don't really, I'm not the one to make people laugh or it'd be a funny interview. I do something silly with them and stuff like that. It's really like more love of cinema, and it was like,
Beautiful.
what you've paved the way for other actors and actresses to come into this line of work, but then the people
Mm.
behind the scenes as well. It was like, if I don't want the main guys. If you guys can give me the writers and the guys who do the visual effects and the storyboard artists, I'm happy to jump in with them and try and
Well,
create
they're integral
another.
parts of the storytelling process, man. And I
Exactly.
really love
So
that you're bringing that sort of aspect of filmmaking and storytelling to the public. I love that because those people deserve so much love. Like
no, bro,
truly.
they need that credit, man.
Yeah,
100% they need that
yeah,
credit. And
yeah.
I
Yeah.
noticed those things. I'm the guy looking up with for who did the storyboarding for this? Who
And they're
did that?
often like the best people to work with as well. Like, I mean, very little ego, as you said, that it's just about the work. So I did a commercial with this is like one of the biggest commercials I've done, which is an American commercial for ADT years
Yeah.
ago, right? And
Get your medicine.
David Fincher's DOP directed it with
Oof.
his brother.
Oh.
Yeah, and I can't remember his name. I feel so bad. Let me just
No,
Google
no,
it
it's
because
all
I
right.
feel
It's all right. Quickly
terrible.
get out. Quickly.
Yeah, I feel terrible because him and his brother were so lovely. They were so lovely, and you would just be like, you've worked with like Oscar winners. This is crazy that you're what? Hold on, I got it now.
Oh, my baby, you're not feeling well. I know. Oh, sorry. Did you find the name?
You're good. Yeah, right now.
You know what? I have to go through this and edit your face out now.
Cronenweth, Jeff
All right.
Cronenweth,
Okay. All right.
and just the kindest,
Oh,
most chill dudes, and they were just so, yeah. Him and his brother were just incredible people, like incredible people. Is she okay? Has she got a cold?
she's been ill for the past couple of days because she's
Oh.
teething and she likes the taste of this medicine. So my little drug baby. No, I'm joking. Now she's been unwell since Sunday night. So okay, Dad. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Good girl. Mwah. Uh, so it's just keeping up. So usually this time
She's
she's in
teething
nursery.
and she's feeling ill as well. Man, poor thing. Yeah, that is full on.
But yeah, so where was we? Where was we? Where was we? Sorry. Uh,
Just talking about this commercial and
yes,
how,
the commercial. Yes, and working with. Oh my God, that's insane.
yeah, yeah, it was amazing. They were just so approachable and they were just about the work.
Yeah,
And they were just so gracious
oh
with
man,
with you know
that's
yeah,
always nice. That's always nice. I feel when you
yeah,
can feel somebody's aura and you can feel somebody's energy, bro, that
yeah,
changes everything completely. Because it was like
truly.
Josh Cooley who did Transformers One. But as soon as I stepped in there, he
So he
was
did
like,
he did what? He did
he
what on
did
Transformers
Transformers
1?
One. He's the director.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. Oh
So
wow.
yeah, yeah,
That was a
yeah.
great
No, so he
film.
was
That
like
was a really good
story.
film. Really
He
enjoyed
used to
that
be a
film.
storyboard artist.
Yeah.
Then he's done some voice acting as well. And
Oh,
then and then he was like, "Oh my God, how did you know I voiced these characters?" And I was like, "Come on, man, I did my research, dude." Uh,
nice.
but just to like, we just geeked, and it was like that's what I want to be able to do with people is uh that it's not that I'm sitting there with the director, let me do this, let me do that, make them laugh and giggle and not really talk about their passion project because he's a big kid that has always loved Transformers. And it's like that's what I want to dig into because it's like, you get to work on a product that you absolutely love and adore.
Yeah.
And he
When you
was
talk about
amazing.
that just now, you talk about, how he like as
Excuse
that
me.
director's a big kid. I love those people who, when you see them, you see the child they were.
Yes,
You
bro.
know, I connect
Exactly.
with that so deeply, and yeah, I love working with those kinds of people who just
Ah, that's amazing.
who just have that connection to that part of themselves. And because I'm doing this thing called The Artist Way at the moment,
Mm.
which written by Julia Cameron. Anybody who's kind of creative
Oh.
or thinks they're creative or is blocked and it was too afraid, I reckon we should do it. I absolutely do the
Okay,
process. And we and 3 weeks in, and it's been like quietly quite life changing actually. But
that's
it's
good.
about nurturing that part of yourself, and that part of yourself is that child, and reclaiming that. And so when I see people in the creative world, sometimes, but especially the ones who are like really talented, well, the ones who are really accomplished and talented, um, in that they've been able to build a solid career, they have very quick, good access to that part of themselves. Um, and it's so easy how quickly, I mean, I can only speak for myself, but how easily we give that part of ourselves away, you know?
100%. 100%. I don't think I've
Mm.
ever lost it. Probably had my moments, but that's my element, dude.
I definitely, I don't know if I lost connection to that, but I think I shamed my inner child a lot. I judged my inner child a lot, probably because of messaging I received growing up, which is,
Yeah,
creativity
yeah,
is
yeah.
wrong
That's
and all that kind of
standard,
stuff,
yeah.
and you can't make a living, etc. But actually, yeah, every time I connect to this younger version of myself, I see just this pure bundle of light and joy and this big smile on his face. And it's so healing to connect. And like there's a
Oof.
cheekiness, there's like a cheekiness to him, there's a freedom to him. And it's so interesting. In the points where I've felt like I've done good work as an actor and a writer, when you're in flow, I feel like I have inadvertently, not as in like not consciously, connected to that aspect as
Mm.
well. Like there's like a cheekiness, there's a playfulness, there's a light, it's electric. Um,
Oh man, that's great.
yeah, man, I think
That's good to hear.
yeah, I think that's definitely part of where I'm at now, which is I'm just reclaiming that connection
Yeah.
and solidifying that connection. Yeah, therapy helps, obviously.
Oh yeah, of course, bro. Of
Yeah,
course, done.
yeah,
Definitely. I feel, yeah, it's a journey, right? That part of it's a
yeah,
journey. Yeah, that part's a
yeah,
journey. I didn't find
yes.
that till I've always had that child with me. He's always been there. He's never hidden away.
Mm,
Uh, I
mm,
think after my best friend passed, I was like, we had so many hopes and dreams of like what we would do, you know? And like, I don't think I've ever kind of like, I only recently on an episode on somebody else's podcast, I opened up and said, I wanted to be a performer. I wanted to be a
yeah.
performer. Uh, but that got shut down so quick.
By
Like
who?
it got complete. My parents, isn't it? They didn't know any better. Same thing. And I didn't pursue it. I should have pursued it. But something else came in my path. Art came back and
Hey,
all
hey,
the other
listen,
cool
you did
stuff
a
I got to
great
do.
job as this eye patch wearing like hoodlum bubble, okay? Like there was nobody better. I love that. I know we talked about it before, but I mean I want to come back to it. Like I love like I was like, oh, I need to make you look like a roadman, but also like within the world of bubble, how can I do that? I know, I'll give you an eye patch. I just gave you an eye patch. And
It
you
was
rocked the
brilliant.
eye patch. You rocked
Oh,
it.
bro. I love that scene. I look at it again and it's like that's
You
like
know what
my
it is?
that's my
We got Muz Khan in it and he was the guy in the he was the guy on the bus stop who looked at me while I was eating like loads of eggs.
yeah,
Um, he played Anton Deck on Wallace and Gromit.
crazy,
He's done
right?
so well. He's done so well. I'm so
Good on him.
impressed by him. Anyway,
Good on him.
there's that bit where you literally, like, I think I turned. We do a shot where I'm looking at. He looks at me going, "What are you doing?" And then there's another shot where we're at a different bus stop, and I look over at you, and you just go in at me like fully, like, and you've got an eye patch on. I could see you sort of navigating, having to like intimidate me, but also have like bad depth perception.
I know, no, because remember, I've
It's
been
really
wearing
funny.
glasses for ages, so I'm like
Yeah,
blind even
yeah,
more now.
yeah.
This
And were
is
you
just
wearing
blur. It's
glasses?
just
Yeah,
blur.
yeah. It's just blur, but then also like you've got that, so you're like, oh my God. That was really funny.
That's
That
my
was really,
first
really funny.
cameo. That's my first cameo.
That wasn't a cameo. That wasn't you playing
That's a
yourself.
full-on role, bro. It's a
Yeah,
full-on
the full
role.
role. You were performing. You were performing.
Performing. That was my performance. I recently
Yeah.
done another, well, performance for a movie called Punching Bag, which we got to see last week, which was
Were you like
really
not also
cool.
involved in the production of that, like the producer
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of?
yeah, kind of in the background, yeah, doing that as well.
Okay.
Uh,
Who did you play?
I played the
Punching bag?
Spud, yeah, no, Spud the coach guy.
Oh, nice, nice.
You know what? Good old Rob. He did want to write in a part for me, but I just said due to the timing, I'm not going to be able to do it, and I can't commit to that. And I'm happy to support in any other way. Uh, so he was like, "I've got this one shot. I only need you in for a couple of hours because uh, we're gonna have to rehearse it and then run it because he shot it on film."
Great.
So I
Wow.
was like,
Wow.
"Wow,
Wow.
bro, I cannot be like so." I still haven't even reviewed the movie yet, uh, but it is insanely good, bro. Like the
Oh, I'd
guy
love to
knows how
watch
to
it.
use film cameras, bro. Like it looks so good on the big screen. I was like, bro, you're made for movie magic. This is like he captured without putting any spoilers out there. If anybody does want to watch it, it'll be out soon, but it's running through this like festival circuit right now.
Mm,
It's about boxing. It's about mental health uh,
mm,
and the struggles we have uh, and uh, how it's represented in things we do that could harm us. Uh,
mm, mm.
Powerful imagery, bro. But the fact that he shot it on film, I was like, oh my God, this came out so. And the thing is, film still does have this crispness to it. And when you see film on black and white as well, you're like, oh my God, this is insanely good. Like,
It's a black and white film.
well, a mixture.
Okay.
It's there's got a
Okay.
mixture, but the black and white stuff is. I was kind of thinking after with my, because he's still waiting for my reaction, was that
Mm.
I think you should have just kept it all black and white.
Interesting. So like Raging Bull.
Yeah, oh, bro, heavily inspired, heavily inspired. But you could see
How
where
could
he
you
took,
not be? How could you not be?
yeah, Raging
Like,
Bull and uh, Creed. You know that first boxing scene where it's filmed all the way through,
oh, is in him walking into the match, into the
like
fight.
walking into the fight, and then actual,
Yes.
everything
Yeah, 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 yeah,
happening
yeah.
live. But on film, you're like,
Wow.
how do you
Wow.
capture the depth and how do you capture, the sharpness of it? And I was like, oh my God, he did that really well. Like, bro,
Wow.
amazing.
I really want to
So
see this. What's it called again?
it's called Punching Bag. It'll be out soon. I know they're
Who
gonna
directed
release
it?
it soon. Huh?
Who directed it? Who directed it?
Rob Aylen. I probably said that
Okay.
wrong as well.
And who's
Rob
in it? I'm
Aylen,
just having a plug with them.
Michael
Who's in it?
Adji, Michael
I
Adji.
know Michael Adji. I know Michael
Michael
Adji.
Adji, yeah. So,
Yeah.
uh,
I've known I met him, gosh, 6, 7 years ago.
good
He's a
on
nice
him,
guy.
man. Yeah, man. Michael
Yeah.
Adji. I met him at
Small
the
world. That's just
very
small
small
world.
world, proper small world. But yeah, I mean, that's coming out
Yeah.
soon, guys. So keep an eye on it. So Michael Adji stars in it. It's loosely based on him and loosely based on the director as well. Uh,
Great.
but told in such a way where it's like, when you fall in love with cinema again, you're like, we
Mm.
have been oversaturated with a lot of stuff that's come out, which is the mainstream stuff. But then you see these odd little projects, like I remember when the Daniel brothers brought out Everything Everywhere All at Once. And I was like, oh my God, like, is it Daniel brothers?
The Daniels.
They're
I don't know
Daniels,
if
sorry, they're
it's
Daniels. Yeah, sorry, yeah, yeah, they're not related. I can't believe I said that. Daniel brothers. That's the that's the other directors that are brothers. Anyway,
yeah, 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 yeah.
anyway,
The
which
Duplass
are
maybe.
they
The
were it was
Duplass
amazing,
brothers.
bro.
The
I
Duplass
loved it.
brothers maybe you might
Yeah,
be.
yeah, that's no, the Cohen brothers. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, the Cohen
yeah.
brothers. Yeah. Anyway, the Daniels, bro. Everything Everywhere All at Once. I've never been in a screen where I wasn't just full of joy in what I was seeing. Like I was creatively blown away by what I saw. I was
Yeah, absolutely. Like, yeah,
emotional, you know. It gave me all of, if a movie can give me all those feels, that's a great movie to me.
I mean, I completely agree. I that film, yeah,
It gave me all the
it,
feels, bro.
it showed me, it reminded me of what's possible through film. And I think it's sort of similar to what
100%.
you said, which is, we've been so exposed to a certain type of story
Mm.
in film, in theaters, in cinemas. But suddenly this film comes along that is so innovative and we think risky, and it takes you on such a beautiful journey on
Hmm.
various levels. This is why I think like artistry and shamanism is so intertwined, right? And actually my acting as well. Like, I mean, sound like such a I don't want to be I sound too pretentious, but there is such
It's
power
all
in
good.
both
Yeah,
of like of like there's that shamanic element to acting and actually storytelling, which is that it creates change within you, the person doing it, but also within you, the person receiving it.
mm,
And yeah, like I had a fully cathartic moment
yeah.
in many cathartic moments during watching that film, and I think that's rare. It's really
100%, bro.
rare
100%. I,
to be so affected by it, to be so moved, to be so
such
yeah.
a good film.
Like
Such a good film.
even the moment where they're both rocks, and it's and like the slow inching forward, I just thought like
It's so good.
phenomenal,
They
and
really
how
work.
despite all of everything that was happening, every all at once, they still kept it so much about that relationship between the mum and the daughter. Like they
Oh, bro.
kept that central to the story,
Central to
and
the story, yeah.
it well, I mean that was the story really, and you never lost sight of that, which is
No, that's so rare in a
such
film,
a
bro.
testament to their talent. Truly, it's such a testament to their talent. I'm so
100%.
excited to see what they do next. I think they're working on a couple of. I'm sure that obviously they are, but
They did a episode of Skeleton Crew. Uh,
oh, okay. I haven't seen that
yeah.
film. I haven't seen that show
Uh,
yet.
yeah,
Yeah,
which is good, bro. The
I'm
only thing
sure
that
it
I've seen
is.
so far that's come out that's actually got my taste buds going because you're like, oh my God, like as much as I still love all the stuff that comes out, you have your geeky moments, but the
Yeah.
quality has been bad. That's all I'm saying. The
Okay.
quality of this stuff, like this manufactured uh shit show that's coming out of like everyone's anus at the moment now. It's like either it's AI written or something else. Like sometimes I come out and I'm like, that was like garbage. Like,
I mean,
give
AI
me
is a
them
really
feels, man.
strong
I
point
want
of
you to make me feel
contention.
something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we only get that in
Oh,
certain few. And I feel like that's what's kind of changing my kind of perspective of the main. Like as much as it's a tough one to say because I still love a heavy amount of mainstream stuff. It's
true.
how how do we bring quality back into it? I love these characters,
Mm,
but we lost it along the way. Like you didn't keep that central story there for us to still keep connected to it, and you've shifted it around so much, which I think is fine. Shift is good, change is good. That's part of life. But how do we do it in a way where it actually we are connected to those characters? It works. So how do you make
interesting.
me introduce? You're going to introduce me to these new characters.
Mm,
How are you going to do that? That's going to keep us still gripped to an IP that we still love, you know?
mm,
And there's risks to be taken. Some risks
mm.
work, some don't. Quality gets affected along the process as well. But I've realized, like, I think personally, and I suppose I'm just getting older as well. The more I read, the more I want to read. When you see like the context of what you see in a book to seeing how it's represented on the screen, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work. And it's a very hard job in itself to try and get something to work like that, you know?
Well, the thing is, it's never going to be perfect.
No,
No
exactly.
media
And
is
I can
ever going to be
accept that.
perfect, and not everybody's going to be happy.
No, and I think
That's part of it, isn't it?
it's the part it's
I
part of
think
the it's
the
part of the
more I've
business.
been fortunate. Sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt you.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, continue, continue.
No, 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 go
It's
for it. I
part
was
of the
done. I was done.
business, you said.
Part of the business. So
Mm.
it's 50-50. It's going to work or it's not going to work. I was listening to
Yeah.
something recently where it was like, you know, uh, I'm going to put a lot of stuff into this. And just like how it is online on socials, something's going to
Mm.
work and something's not going to work. You're going to get,
Yeah.
100 likes on one post, you're going to get 2 likes on another post. It's just the way it works. Either nobody's going to see it or you're going to have 3 people see it. It's one of those things. I think this is a business that we're in now at the moment now, and an industry where we're in now, where as much as we've got so much passion to do something, that the numbers are going to be 50-50. It's either going to work or it's not going to work. Some people are going to say it's great, and some people are going to.
That's
We're
also
always
thinking
going
about
to
it
be
in a very
split.
linear fashion, though. I will also say, like, going back to what we talked about in terms of what we mentioned earlier as well, like not having that control of like what's going to happen to something, because
Yeah.
once it's out of your hands, it's no longer yours. But also,
Yes.
it's taken into consideration that, or maybe not taking into consideration that work is non-linear, right?
Hmm.
We are non-linear. We are infinite beings.
Yeah.
Art is linear, right? And entirely subjective.
Yeah.
Who's to say, especially with like your podcast,
Yeah.
who's to say that old episodes won't blow up in the future? That then leads to, you don't know how success happens and manifests to you. You don't really know how it's just sometimes it's just a case of just creating and just sort of like just putting stuff up, you know?
That's what we've been doing, and we'll
And
continue
that,
doing that.
and,
I
that, and
think.
that's and that's the thing is it's working. It's just
Yeah.
working, but it may be not working in the timetable in the schedule that you want
Oh no, of
right
course
now.
not.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
there are
And going back
days.
to like what we mentioned, go
Yeah.
on. There are days.
There are days where it's like, okay, am I on the right path here? But I think this was meant to be me because it's like got my part of my performing
Yeah.
skills in there as well. So
Also,
it works.
sometimes there is a long period of time where you just have to chop wood and carry water.
Yeah,
You
exactly that.
just have to create for the sake of creating and
Mm.
not knowing what's going to happen. Um, and I think those moments when it does make sense, I've been lucky enough to have a couple of those moments, and you go, "Wow, that was worth it," or "Wow, that was nearly worth it. It's
Yeah,
almost worth it."
yeah.
Like, and you go, "Oh, interesting." And it's not just what you achieve, but it's who you become in those times. And like, if you weren't guaranteed success, if you weren't guaranteed failure, if you weren't guaranteed anything, would you still be doing this? And I think that's the question that I often, or maybe not often enough, ask
Yeah.
myself. And yeah, I would. I would keep
Good,
doing this because
good,
that's
good. I'm glad to
what
hear that.
I,
I thought you were
it's
going to say, nah, I don't want to
really,
be doing this no
no,
more.
no, no. And I think it's really important to ask because, and then when we come into the idea of business,
Mm.
again, which you mentioned, you were talking about the Star Wars IP.
Yeah.
Like every time I've been lucky enough to work with people who've accomplished a lot in this world, right?
Yeah.
Certainly in this tiny island that we call Britain, right? And it is a
Mm.
very small island. We forget that. Um, Nobody starts out wanting to tell a bad story, right? I think it's, yeah. And also, and then I think this is a big difference between the work that you do and maybe the work that I do, which is that
Hmm.
luckily for you, and I love this for you, that it's just you. And maybe your brother has come in, but then it's between the connection between you and the audience, your
Yeah.
audience is one step, right? With this side of things, with like certainly with telly or film, there are different levels that need to be navigated through,
Yeah.
different levels, different strata of the business side of things that is very valid, needs to also be appeased
Yeah.
while without compromising the vision. But I think sometimes
That happens.
I don't know if that is, but then also, I don't expect perfection. I just love being in that world,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah. Okay.
For every yeah, for every whatever story that doesn't work, we have an Andor, right? We have Skeleton Crews. You've seen. I've only watched the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
episode so far, and
yeah.
I fell in love with Neil.
Yeah, yeah,
Neil.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, he's so cute. He's
Proper.
so adorable. Yeah. And then I'm like, oh, who's Jude Law? Who's this character? Interesting. But
Yeah.
I'm going to continue watching it. And then we have The Mandalorian, which is also a phenomenal show. Um, yeah, it's about, and also, my gosh, Clone Wars. The
Mm.
I, so Sam Witwer, who for those of us who are watching this who are uninitiated into all of Star Wars, he voiced Darth Maul in the animated shows. He's
Yes.
also voiced a ton of other shows, a ton of other characters in the shows. And he also played Starkiller in the Star Wars, one of the Star Wars games, or a couple of them. And he knows his stuff, and he's spent time with George Lucas, and he says his way of introducing kids to the Star Wars world universe is, first and foremost, he'll make them watch the Clone Wars TV show
Okay.
just so they fall in love with Anakin. And then he gets them to watch. I think he then gets them to watch the first trilogy that was
Okay.
released, not the prequel trilogy. Um, and then he gets them to watch the prequel trilogy, and then the sequel trilogy. And then it's like Rebels and everything else. And I was like, oh, that's such a brilliant way in. That to
Yeah.
me is building a narrative around several narratives of, yeah, that to me is, that's such a brilliant way in. And it gives you this wider sense of context of the world of Star Wars, and also
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's actually a good
everything.
way. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And I was like, oh my God, that was like a big mind blowing moment for me when I watched that. So, oh my God, that's such a brilliant way of doing it. Yeah, because Clone Wars to me is the best thing within the Star Wars universe. Like Dave
It's
Filoni,
good. Yeah, Dave Filoni smashed
Dave
that. Yeah.
Filoni is, I think, like the best thing that's happened to the Star Wars universe, in my opinion.
100%. I've got to agree.
Yeah.
I will agree on that. I think he was amazing in Clone Wars and what he's done and how he's brought it into the kind of,
Also, Rebels was phenomenal. I'm
yeah,
like the way they tied in, like, because what I really wanted and why I've subsequently gotten from Star Wars universe is that mysticism around the Jedi, right?
hmm
And like more understanding of that. And that was great. That was great.
yeah,
Like Rebels really sort of scratched that itch for me. And then we
yeah.
saw more of that in Ahsoka, and hopefully we see more of that in the next series of
I
Ahsoka.
hope so. Definitely.
Yeah,
I hope so.
yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing where they head to it. Like I still love it all, you know.
Mm, mm.
I think that would be something that would be a part of me to, I mean,
But also,
now
it's
the next generation.
understandable that people have expectations because you love it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's why I think, like, from a creative perspective, it can feel like a minefield.
Mm.
Someone making stuff because it's like, oh, piss these people off. We're gonna do this, but actually, and also this Star Wars, the fandom isn't hugely, like, I'll be quite honest, not the most welcoming of places, right? Because they have, I think, because they have very staunch opinions, and they have very
Yes.
high expectations. High expectations, again, born from when they were children. So
hmm
they're not their expectations rooted in, what's the word? Their expectations rooted in, well, through the lens of, like, childhood, right? And
Mm.
so where everything is sort of more powerful. This is often the first time a lot of people have been introduced to mythic storytelling,
Yeah, that's
right?
right.
So it really does sort of resonate on a much deeper level.
Yeah.
And so, in a beautiful way, they carry these stories and these characters with them throughout their whole lives, and that's beautiful to witness. And also for me as well, like, I've done that too. Um, but it does stifle growth, and in growth, you are going to make mistakes. Or, I mean, not,
100%.
not to say that anybody's making mistakes, but
Yeah, no, but you're
mistakes.
right. You're
The
right.
idea that, it's, yeah.
it's a great way that you put that because I'm going to agree with you on that totally. And I have embraced you end up embracing that change as well. You know, you get good from it as well, but you have to learn to accept as well that
Yeah, because
time
you
moves
don't know
on.
what's good. You only
Exactly.
know what's good for you, right?
Yeah.
I know so many. Why don't I say so many? Like my one of my best friend's little girls loves the sequel trilogy. Loves sequel trilogy. She got to see herself in Ray. Amazing. Phenomenal. Like that's
Yeah.
great. You know, I'm very happy for that to have happened because there isn't much available, you know.
No, no, of
Um,
course, of course.
but it's like who? And I think maybe the way forward is recognizing that actually creating tiers of work. Like, this is for these people, this is for these people, this is for these people. And I think Skeleton Crew sort of reminded me of like, oh yeah, maybe this is for like the new people getting into Star Wars. Because I haven't read any of the new books that they've written. I've read quite a few of the EU ones,
Yeah.
which yeah, well, I love. I love. Um,
Okay.
but so yeah, I mean, and there's Mandalorian as well. It's for like everybody who's. I think Mandalorian's one of those shows that sort of connects the various different levels of people. People who are just
It's
introduced to
worked.
Star
Yeah.
Wars, people who've been fans of Star Wars for decades, people who've been, for years. Um, yeah, that's great. You've got a flagship type show, and that's
Yeah,
really
yeah,
important.
that's right. Yeah, yeah. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it can't be a monolith. It can't be a
That's
monolith
that
because
you really
then
put
it will
that
get
into
boring.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It will
And
get
that's where some people found Andor. And but I love Andor. That was so good because that just felt like a good Star Wars drama without all
But that it
the
was
mess
it's
of
a
the
great show in
Jedi and
its own
everything
right.
else.
It's a
Yeah.
great show in its own right. You can
Yeah,
take out
100%.
the wider context. It's like, oh, this is this guy looking for a sister who then gets embroiled in everything that's going on, and he realizes his power. But yeah, it's great. It's awesome. Yeah,
Okay. All right.
and
Okay.
Diego Luna, one
Oof.
of the most incredible. Yeah, like when I first sort of had my like film awakening, it was with the
Yeah.
Holy Trinity of like Mexican directors. So it was
Ah.
Alfonso Cuarón. This is around Tu Mamá También came out. We're starring my one of my absolute favorite actors, Gal Garcia Bernal and Diego Luna. And then so that was done by Alfonso Cuarón. And then there's Inarritu, phenomenal. Amor Perros, again starring Gal Garcia Bernal, phenomenal film. And then you've obviously got oh my God, Guillermo del Toro. Oh my God, I can't
Oh yes,
believe
of course.
I,
Guillermo
that's like
del
one of my biggest fears, right? I go on like a podcast and I
It's all
forget
right.
names.
It's all right.
But
It
yeah,
happens.
Guillermo del Toro, like those three people rose to prominence at the same time, and
Yeah.
the contributions they've made to the world is phenomenal. So
Oh,
those are the
amazing,
big
bro.
directors that I personally initially sort of helped me fall in love with contemporary film, and made me go, wow, I really want to I really want to tell
Stuff like
stories
this.
like that,
Yeah.
yeah, or at least of that caliber. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Luna was a big part of that, and as was Gal Garcia Bernal. Um, yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah.
There you
I don't
go,
know how we
guys. A
got
bit
into
of
that, but yeah.
no, 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 no. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. That's
I
what I
think
like.
everybody should watch those films. Everybody should watch the first sort of like there's a Devil's Backbone by Del Toro,
Mm.
terrifying, um, and also in a way like very like even then you could see how much he had like such a strong vision. Then
Yeah.
then Alfonso Cuarón, who just I don't know how he manages to just kind of have like an understanding of like the human condition. Like
Yeah.
he knows what to capture, he knows what not to capture. He knows like the way he's like sometimes in certainly like Itu Mama También, you can see like some of the shots that he selected. I was like, oh, why didn't he go in for like a close up then? And he kept it wide so we see everything. Um, there's a point just before the end of the film where the two boys come out of this. I don't know if you've seen it. They come out of this. I think, can't remember this, but they basically come out of this door, and one of them smiles and the other one pukes. And
Ah.
it was like, wow, I love that. I love that. Yeah, I love that.
And that was in a wide shot.
Yeah, it was a wide shot. Yeah.
Okay, all
And
right,
rather than going,
interesting.
oh,
I'm trying
interesting.
to.
So you wanted us to see both? Okay, brilliant, wonderful. But there's no like, and he keeps it there, and he just lets the scene run. And that's just, yeah, I like that.
Okay,
I like
I'm
that.
gonna. That is on my list, guys. I will list that below in the description, so make sure you check those movies out. Uh,
Yeah.
I do want to see that now because it visually sounds really appetizing to see. Not appetizing because of the but the scenery. Just somebody smiling. Next person.
Well, I mean, just for that moment, but I mean, I think that's really indicative. That moment is really indicative of like the way he tells stories, and I
Mm-hmm.
just, yeah, I just really like how
You
Bob
okay? What's
McFarlane's
wrong?
mind works.
What's wrong, Bubba?
Oh, is she
It's okay.
okay? Oh, she looks
Oh,
she's about to
she.
cry.
Yeah, she is. She is. It's teething. She's
Oh,
not been eating well as well. So, uh, but yeah, listen, bro. Uh,
oh my God,
we
it's
could talk
nearly
for
midnight.
hours. I know.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, wow. Like, where did the time go? Uh, massive, massive thank you for jumping on again, bro. Like, it's
Oh,
always,
pleasure,
and it's
pleasure.
nice to
Thank
have
you for
you.
having
I
me.
know we've said like we're gonna get you on, we're gonna get you on. We've finally done it, but now my daughter has given me some editing to do, which I'll have to blur some of her face out when she's on here. Uh, but yeah, no, thank you for the time. Thank you for sharing, bro. I think uh,
Mm,
it's having that good conversation is understanding what not process, but the way you would do things.
mm.
Like I think you articulate yourself very well, bro.
Oh, thank you.
And like the journey, I've been with you on this journey for what, 15 years now?
Something like that. Yeah.
We've gone back and forth. We've worked together. Uh,
Oh, we'll work together again, I'm sure.
yeah. uh, Bobble, bro. Netflix series, bro. I'm telling you. Bobble, Netflix. I'm saying it now. I'm saying it now.
A
Bobble, Netflix
Netflix
series.
series. Oh my days.
Let's go. I'm gonna
Right.
reach one above higher.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm gonna go one above higher,
I'm
not
open.
YouTube.
I'm
We're
open.
gonna go one up, one up. Plus, we got a show reel of Bobble already. It's just working on as you said, a treatment. Uh, I'm telling
Mm.
you, I'm telling you. But yeah, here's me foreshadowing already. Uh, telling you,
Prophecy.
bro.
Prophecy.
uh, but no, massive thank you for coming on, bro. As always, it's
Well,
always
thank
a
you for having
pleasure.
me.
Uh,
I'm
guys,
glad to
I've
see you
got
doing so well. Very impressed
doing the
and not
best, doing the
surprised.
best, doing the best, bro. Doing the best we can. Trying to keep everything
That's what you can
intact.
do. Yeah, man.
And yeah, just trying to go, yeah, just doing me, bro. I feel like I'm enjoying myself a lot more in it as well. Like I'm finding me, if that makes sense. Even though I've always had that kid with me, I feel like I'm
We're always
finding
finding
my
each other.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
finding ourselves. Yeah, 100%.
so
100%. Yeah.
yeah,
It's like you're constantly chipping away at that bit of marble, kind of
yeah,
getting
yeah,
closer.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. I'm not, I
Shout
ain't
out
got
to your viewers. Thank you so much for your time. Please,
s-
please, please, please go see films in the cinemas. Please,
yes,
especially British films, because there is coming a
yes.
time where we are recognizing, and there is this beautiful gap that's sort of occurring now that will be filmed of these mid-budget films that are going to do so well. And I really believe that we're going to have like in Britain this like renaissance of like the equivalent of the the films they had in Hollywood in the 90s, like Awakenings and things like that,
Yeah,
where
yeah,
they're
yeah, yeah.
made for very little money relatively, but they can take some big risks and actually really, really contribute to us as people. And please, please, please go support British cinema.
100%. There you go.
We're a tiny island. We're a tiny island, better or worse, we're a tiny, tiny island. But our stories are still valid. And our
Oh
stories
yeah,
need to be told,
100%.
especially if you're a person of color, especially, whatever part of community, whatever community you belong to, support that community in their storytelling endeavors. Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Nice little message. Go support, guys. Uh, as I said, guys, massive, massive thank you as always. Make sure you guys click on that like, dislike, comment,
No, no, just
subscribe,
like,
all of
please.
the good
Just like,
stuff.
only likes, please. Only likes. Only likes.
uh, it's good feedback, bro. Honestly, the more I learn
You can
about it.
take that feedback. I don't want negative feedback. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you. No, I'm joking.
Uh,
I'm joking. Yeah.
uh, But my little girl, oh bless you, I can feel your temperature. Uh,
Oh, well, no, you
all the
need to
good
get on
stuff,
some
guys.
meds, man.
Uh, all the good stuff, guys. Keep it positive as always. But you guys are always positive anyway, which is absolutely amazing. We had a recent increase of subscribers to Spotify and YouTube. So I just want to say hello to you, new fans, followers, friends. Uh, massive thank you for the support. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. We do have polls on Spotify that you could click on. So make sure you guys click on that. It helps us out and we find out what we could do more on the next episodes. And the guys on YouTube, you guys are great. You guys are absolutely amazing. The more I've been posting the social stuff on our community page. You guys have been interacting so much more, and I've got a couple of more giveaways coming up soon, so keep an eye out for that. But Ali, thank you so much for joining me on today's episode.
My pleasure. Let's do it again.
Yes, definitely. Let's pick a movie
Okay.
and break it down.
Okay. Done.
And you know, one thing I did miss, I forgot to say before we end this. I've got 3 minutes. Uh, your favorite film or
Oh no.
films?
Oh
Yeah.
no. Um, can I give you book?
Oh yes, even better.
Okay. Dune.
Oof.
That to me is like pretty incredible.
So, so
Go on.
Frank Herbert creates this book, which is like the beginning of all the other stuff that we get. Yeah. Uh,
Yeah. It's a seminal sci-fi novel. Yeah,
then you
yeah.
got David Fincher's version that came out in the late 80s. Was it late 80s?
I don't know. I've never seen it.
You've never seen it.
No.
Is that is there a reason for you why you haven't seen it?
It's Lynch as well. It's
Sorry,
Lynch.
Lynn. Sorry. Yes.
No, I've never seen it. I just haven't seen it. I've seen Children of Dune on the Sci-Fi channel with
Okay.
James McAvoy. So
Yeah.
that was good. Susan Sarandon was in it. Yeah, I didn't. I think this is before I read the book.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. And then I've only really read the book in the last sort of 5 years, 5, 6 years.
It's a good book. Very
And
good
to
book.
me, it was like phenomenal book. I'm actually on book 6 of the series. This is the one that isn't written by Frank Herbert, but sort of
Yes,
based on
it
his notes.
was Sun, right?
It's his son, yeah, and some books.
Yes. Yeah.
I've just started, and yeah, I'm interested to see where they go. Like, it's a phenomenal story. I think, yeah. So Dune, a book that's really impacted me has been The Way of the Peaceful Warrior as
Okay.
well. It's a self-help book, but told through a
Yeah.
story, a really great story. I think they tried to make a film. They made a film of it, maybe. Uh, the book is great. Uh, Yeah, Nick Nolte was in the film. I think he played the guy called Socrates.
Okay.
Um, and oh yeah, anything by Terry Pratchett. Like big fan of Terry Pratchett. His Discworld series. One of my goals has been for a very long time to make a cinematic universe of the Discworld novels. And yeah, I really hope I get to do that, or at least start it before I die. That'd be amazing. There's like 30 odd books in the series, and it's satire, it's beautiful parody, like of our society. But and each story really holds up. Um, yeah, I'm a big fan of Terry Pratchett. Like when I was a kid, was secondary school, I would often just be found in the library reading these books. And there's enough, to last
There's
you.
enough. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, there is enough.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Very
Yeah.
interesting. That's good. Listeners, I always encourage to read. It's really helped me with my dyslexia, and sometimes I still get stuff wrong. But uh, reading a book has never been easy for me. That's why I've always drawn to comic books because of the illustrations. Uh,
Berserk, Kintaro
yes, very
Mura,
good. Yeah.
amazing, amazing, amazing. I just started Berserk.
Yeah. So good.
Phenomenal.
So good.
So
So good.
so good, man. So good. My nephew was trying to like, oh, you should read that. And I was like, okay, fine.
Very good.
Um,
Very good.
yeah,
But yeah, that's what
amazing.
I say. Find your way. And what's it? Find your way. There's actually I had something to say. I've just gone right out of my head now. But you'll find your way, regardless of your journey. You'll find your way. I
Yeah.
did have an inspiring quote for you guys, like I usually
You
do,
find
but
your
I
way, and
messed
I
up.
think the way finds you. But you just got to be open to it, you know.
There you go. There you
It's a
go. There you
co-creation. It's a co-creation for sure.
go. Definitely. All right, Ali, bro, massive thank you for joining today. Can't
Pleasure.
thank you guys enough. Links are below, guys. Bubble link is below. Follow Ali on his journey as well. All of the
Check out the
links will
web
be in the
series
description.
too, which
Yes, the web series as well. Make sure you check that out.
yeah.
I'll keep that all linked underneath, guys. You guys do all the good stuff. He don't want no negativity, but if you're gonna bring negativity, bring it over to me, and I'll deal with you guys.
You be
Uh,
the human shield. Yeah.
definitely, definitely. All right, cool. Let me
All right.
stop that there.